Hey guys, welcome to the Octopodd. Yes, that's Octopodd with 2 Ds. Why? Because in life, double Ds makes everything much, much better.
True.
I'm Curtis, I'm the loud one, and this is Chris. He is the fat one. Give them a hello.
Oh.
Okay, for this podcast, we're going to be talking about the movies, the usual stuff, guys. We're going to be talking about the films that we watched the week of when this is uploaded. So we're going to be talking about Lethal Weapon 3, American Wedding, Harold and Kumar Escape from Guantanamo Bay. We're going to be talking about those ones, but before we get into it, very important that I let you guys know to ask us things in the comments down below. Leave us some questions. Ask us for advice. If you need a new recipe to wow the family, I don't care what the hell it is. Just ask us anything. Anything, please. I don't care what it is. Just ask us, all right?
We got you.
We got you. We'll help you out with whatever it is, or answer the question. You get it, man. Don't worry about it.
What?
I don't know. So we're gonna be talking about Lethal Weapon 3. Lethal Weapon 3. That's what we're talking about.
Spanish for 4.
Yeah, it's Korean for 8. All right, so we're gonna be talking about Lethal Weapon 3, guys. I feel like the Lethal Weapons so far, like in terms of films. I'm sorry, Mother, what are you doing?
She's chasing her own tail.
She's chasing her own tail. Lethal Weapon, the entire series of Lethal Weapon so far, we've only seen the 3 movies.
There's one more.
And I know there's one more, but so far they've been very consistent. They're all good. I feel like the quality never drops. They've never dropped it. I heard a lot of people in comments or even like in our Discord and stuff like that say that the 4th one is the best. Either the 1st or the 4th are considered really, really good. Which is quite surprising because 1, 2, and 3 have been solid.
I'm gonna be honest, I liked 3 better than 2.
Oh, 100%. I like.
Minus the scene in 2 with them in the washroom with the bomb in the toilet.
Very good, but not even that.
That was
it
amazing.
also had a lot more. It had a lot more Pesci in the second one. There was more Pesci in the second one too, and he was really funny in the second one.
That's true.
So that's what kind of like when I have a scale for 2 and 3. It's like there's pros and cons of both. It's like, ooh, that's a tough claim to make,
the
right?
The reason why I prefer 3, I think, is just the relationship between oh my God, Riggs and what's his name? Oh my God.
What do you mean?
What's Danny Glover's character's name? What's his
Roger?
last name? Was it a Murtaugh or something?
Yeah.
Murtaugh? I think it's Murtaugh.
Sure, go with that.
I know. But
someone will correct you.
Yeah, someone will correct me.
Yep.
Call me an idiot. Thank you.
Sure.
But I like the relationship a lot in this one, where they kind of battle the fact that Riggs is like, dude, I can't do this job without you, man. You're my partner. Like, he has such a connection with him in doing this line of work.
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't want to work with anyone else.
Yeah, and I also like. Oh my God. Okay. Not even that, but
What?
Never mind. We're talking about 2 and 3, which is better right now. I'll get to that later. But yeah, the relationship was way better. Not just that, but also the love interest for Riggs is far better than all of them combined.
Well, at least this one doesn't die.
She doesn't die.
Big
ding,
plus,
ding,
big
ding,
plus,
ding,
big
ding.
plus.
Big plus. And 2, she's equally as capable as he is.
I think
she
like
matches him very well.
She's almost in certain aspects crazier than him.
They're both crazy in different ways.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it's just like, that's what I like. I like how they finally gave Riggs a partner that actually compliments him and matches him in how he is. Because he couldn't just be with a normal girl. Like, the other ones were just way too normal for him.
Yeah.
And it didn't make sense.
That's the thing, because, like, they were excited by his unorthodox behavior.
Yeah.
But this time, he was the one who was excited.
Right?
He was truly intrigued.
Mm-hmm.
Because she always, like, talked back and always made fun of him and stuff. Like, she wouldn't at any...
The thing is, she would challenge him and treat him as her equal kind of thing,
Yeah, it was really funny. I love that a lot.
Even that, like, it's like you said, the relationship between Murtaugh, I think his name is... No, forget...
Wait, I have it here. Let me check.
Just check it. Murtaugh, yeah.
Okay.
Bro, I hate when you do that. So the relationship between Riggs and Murtaugh, absolutely great, but it's also like, even for her, what's her name?
It's over there. It's Lorna.
Lorna, guys, we have it up there, man. Okay, we're idiots. Sometimes we can't remember the names that well, all right?
Yeah,
it's been a bit and a half, all right?
Yeah.
But even like the relationship between Riggs and Lorna felt very good. They had chemistry. Like, the actors actually had chemistry, and it felt good. That was the thing.
I really like when they were like having that bonding moment of going over each other's scars and stuff, and they kept trying to one up each other in a way.
Yeah,
that was really cool.
Even that was just a cool way to show like their form of romance and stuff like that.
Yeah,
you know, kind of like they have their they have their own way of expressing themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I just thought it was very smart. Like the romance in this film was more smart compared to the others. The other ones have felt useless, and we would have been better off without it. And this one,
it did feel necessary.
This one felt necessary and it felt
Yeah.
good. You know, and I was just like, yeah, I like this a lot.
I also, the villain, the guy is just like, he's just a bad guy who does bad stuff. I like how he doesn't even hesitate. He just blasts people. Just bang, 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 bang.
He also like buries people under cement and stuff like that. The villain was absolutely wonderful. When he walks into the the police department, when he walks into the guy who's like being held for questioning and whatnot.
Yep.
And he walks in and he's like, "Hi, bye, bang," blasts him. That I think it went something like that.
Yeah.
Along those lines, but oh my god, I don't know why. I love villains who are assholes. All right, I just like it, and I like how we don't have any background story, and then some sob story, something like that. Nope, just this guy is bad, and he loves being bad.
He's a corrupt cop. He retired. He got bored and started to do bad guy stuff.
Like
that's it.
Great. And you know the thing is, the villain is just like I feel like the villain didn't feel that important. I didn't really care about him, right? He was bad enough to serve his purpose.
That's pretty much it. He served the purpose to give the story a direction.
Yeah.
But he wasn't anything that like interesting or significant.
No.
Because I feel like the biggest thing with this film was a lot of the even had like I think the heartfelt moments in this film were better. Like
yes.
like
when Riggs and Murdoch are on the boat and he's like talking about him, like even Riggs even said your family's mine.
Yeah, he's like I love your family like they're my own.
Yep. It's just
that was beautiful, man.
Bro,
that was such a good scene. And not only that, when Murtaugh shoots his son's best friend.
Dude, oh, you're right.
That whole
shit.
That was another layer of like, oh my god, like that was really deep. You know, and just the way like Murtaugh, like he struggled so much with getting past the fact that he did that, even though it was in self-defense. Like if he didn't do it, he was dead himself.
The thing is,
ate him up.
Like what he did was justified.
Yeah.
Right? If he didn't blast, it would have been him.
Yeah.
Kind of deal, you know. That's the thing about these things. You don't know who you're blasting, or even like for example, you know, his son's friend's part of a gang, right? He doesn't know who he's blasting, or whose life he's going to be taking, or if they're even like if they're like someone close or something like that.
Yeah.
You know, that's just how it is sometimes. You know.
Yeah. You know, when you decide to do these kind of things that have dangerous aspects to them, you don't know who you're going to be.
Don't know who you're going to harm in the process, and there's consequences for those kinds of risks.
Yeah.
You know, yes, high reward, but the risks are very high.
Especially when you harm someone that you know is like is a big one. If you're willing to actually take that risk, the possibility of harming someone you care about and someone they care about, even, then man, you're an asshole. Honestly.
Big true.
But again, I really like those moments in this film. Not only that, but I also one of my favorites is Riggs when he kind of like tames the dog.
Oh yeah.
And also when they're trying to quit smoking and eating dog biscuits and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
I liked a lot of that shit. That was so funny.
Really, yeah, a lot of funny things. Even that was really cool.
I like how that was the running thing and how the biscuits essentially came in handy for the dog.
They came in clutch at the very last minute.
Good foreshadowing.
It's kind of cool. I like Riggs. Like Riggs is a really cool guy. Just like how he actually cares about animals, you know. They didn't have to do it. They could have just like clack the dog and call it a day. But no, Riggs, man, he had a dog previously too, right? So he understands, like, he loves dogs. Yep. He's not gonna let this one, you know. No. Most times dogs aren't bad because they're bad. They're bad because the owners are bad.
Yeah.
More than anything 100%. Else. You know, blame the owners, not the dog, if anything. You know, it's the same thing with children. Majority problem with children is because bad and poor parenting.
I think it's harder with children to an extent. I think poor parenting is it, but with children, it's just like there's a lot of outside influence that they attain.
That is true.
That you can't control to an extent.
That is true.
Like you could try to, yes, but like at the end of the day, like man, they're on their own a lot of times with some real pieces of shit.
Not even that. Plus, with access with the internet, man, it's even harder, man. That's
you can
shit,
interact with more assholes on the internet.
Exactly that. So you know what? I see what you're saying. I see what you're putting down there.
To an extent, a parent can work their ass off, try their best, but you know what? At the end of the day, kids are to blame.
Kids are to blame. They should take responsibility for themselves being assholes.
To an extent, yes.
To an extent.
I think it's like a 50-50.
Okay, sure. Why not?
I don't know.
Kids suck. Whatever.
They do suck.
They do. I thought the the climax of this entire film, the whole like burning building kind of thing. I genuinely loved how it was foreshadowed in the intro when they were doing the title screen with the 3 all on fire.
Oh yeah,
they did the whole 3 on fire, and I was like, oh, that's kind of, first of all, that was sick with the title screen, but I generally like how it served a purpose and just kind of brought everything in full circle when you get to the ending and you see them lighting the whole entire the town or
neighborhood. I don't know. They're making
they're building some form of structures and stuff like that, housing in some area.
Yeah.
And I like how it just went in full circle and just like, yeah, the houses are burning and stuff, and it looked very similar as to that. Again, that was very smart. Joe Pesci is insanely hilarious.
Oh my god, I love it. Every turn, they constantly do whatever they can to get rid of him.
Yeah, they don't want him.
Always an excuse.
Always want to find something just to get rid of this guy. I like how they bring it. Like he ends up like getting shot in the arm.
Yeah.
He's treating it like it's the end of the world, like he's gonna like
die. He's on the ice. He's like, I'm cold,
I'm dying. It's like, bro, you're on the ice, all right. And I like how they bring him to the hospital and stuff like that, and they're just like keep him here for like a week or something or two,
like 2-3 more days.
Yeah, something like more days or something. Just keep him out of our hairs, you know, kind of thing.
Yeah, that's Adwin.
That's Adwin, guys. He's got a little. He has a little. He had a bit of an asthma attack. Now he kind of sounds like a bullfrog now when he's like.
Yeah, he's got a pretty deep asthmatic cough.
Yeah, so he's got like this bullfrog-esque thing to him. So if you ever hear it, just kindly ignore it. There's nothing we can really do about it. Sad to say, it is what it is.
Yeah, he's getting better though.
Yeah. Going back to Joe Pesci, I liked how they try to get rid of him there at the hospital, leave him there. They also what was it? They gave him like a.
They tried to give him a task, like, hey, look into this. He's like, okay.
Not I got it. But Riggs wrote something on his charts to get his get his ass checked or something like that.
Give him a colonoscopy.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, for getting shot.
That was so funny, man.
And I love how he's questioning, like, why did they do that to me?
Yeah.
Wait, what? I got shot in the arm. Why they got to put something in my ass?
That was really funny. I like that too.
Oh my
but again,
God.
it's like you said, yeah, they're always throwing things off to him. Like, oh, we need you to check out, I think it was to check out the housing, actually, in the area.
Yep.
And he went and did that, and they're like, all right, great, he's gone. Kind of thing.
The best one is when he was like, let me go with you guys. I'll get my car. They shoot his tires.
Oh my God. Yes.
That was my favorite part, man. They just shoot out his tires. Like, no, you're staying here. We don't want you.
They didn't have anything to keep him there, all right? No better way than to just shoot the tires.
And I like, even when he was trying to sell their house, and he has to be as honest as he possibly can with what went down in the house.
Oh my God, like he said, like the house exploded and it had to be like
it was shot up.
The washroom was blown up and it had to be like remodeled and everything.
Yeah, they shot up the entire house and everything.
I mean, most people who hear that kind of shit, man, they are not buying your house, man. If it's a hot zone, dude, no one is buying. Plus, it had termites as well at one point, too.
Oh, yeah, it had termites!
So, hold up. So, this house has been blasted to smithereens.
Yes.
All right? It's been Swiss cheese beyond belief multiple times.
Yes.
People have been...
Click-clacked?
People have been click-clacked.
Yes.
And people have been kidnapped from this home as well.
Yes.
You know? So, it's just like... When you hear all these things, do you really want to be in this house?
I'm gonna be real with you. It sounds like a sweet deal. I can get in the house.
Oh wait, you could actually like.
I could probably haggle pretty well.
Yeah, you could barter and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You kind of bring down the price, right? Well, I mean, if this place is a hot zone and people are getting blasted, you know, my life's on the line here if I'm living here.
Like, consider the housing market today. I'd go for it, man. I try to lowball it hard.
You know what?
That's my place. That's my house. I live there.
You make a good.
Yeah. Shot up frequently, blown up. Say no more. Let me in.
Yep.
You know, I got a roof over my head.
With today's housing, man, you might as well. I take it in a heartbeat. Never mind. It'll be cheap as hell.
Wouldn't stop me.
You know what? Yeah, that's smart, man. That's really smart. I didn't think about that.
In this economy, bullets are nothing.
Back then, man, they could find something better easily, man. It wasn't as bad.
Oh,
now, man, you take whatever you can get. You're desperate, man. All right? If it got Swiss cheese and blown up, whatever.
Sweet deal to me.
I'll live if it happens again. Whatever. Yeah.
I like also just the ending where his family comes to celebrate his retirement, and he's just like, I can't retire.
Yeah.
I can't do it. I love when Murtaugh does that, and he's just like, you know, he understands that he can't leave Riggs. After that whole moment that they had, he just realized like how significant and important he is to him.
Yeah. And
that, you know, he has to take one for the team. He could retire early.
Yeah.
He could do it, but he doesn't want to leave Riggs on his own.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that was sweet, man. That kind of like
it was honestly nice that even Riggs was able to open up to him and be honest. Like he didn't want him to leave.
Yeah.
Right. Even that was really good. I think it's as you said. I feel like compared to like Lethal Weapon 1 and 2, I felt like this one was far more emotional, and it was addressed like well.
Yeah, I think that's what makes it like such a good like. Because most movies when they get to a third film, man, especially with this dynamic, like a buddy cop stuff, you could see it fall flat very easily.
Yeah.
But like I'm gonna say it again. I like the third better than the second, just because of these more like
These heartfelt moments.
It had great jokes, great action scenes, but the heartfelt moments really hit for me. I love them.
It steals the show almost, kind of thing. Yeah.
And especially even the intro of the film when they're trying to go disarm the bomb and it totally fails.
Oh my god!
And he literally totals the entire building.
Not even that, but I also like when they were like being like they were cops, like they were just like patrol guys on the roads and stuff like that, and they just like messed with the guy who jaywalked and stuff like that, and it shows you that they're not afraid to have fun on the job and whatnot as well. And just, again, the two of them together is just like it's really cool.
And that's it again. It's their chemistry and allowing them to have that chemistry to really build upon it and have those like more heartfelt moments this time around.
Yeah.
Nails it. And I really think that's what really sold me on this movie. And I liked it better than the second.
Yeah.
I stand by that 100%.
There's like, you know what? I'm going to agree. I'm going to hop on your shoulders and do a little jig because I agree that you make a good argument there and I can't really say otherwise. Yeah, the third's better than the second. I just wanted to say another thing about another scene that I really liked that I just remembered is it's just a very small scene when they like drive up to the place and Riggs just tries to put a paper bag on the meter for parking. Yeah! That was so funny. I like he gets rid of the paper bag and he gets a ticket. He ends up getting a ticket. He's like, man, we should have kept the paper bag. I was just like, damn, dude.
Can I actually do that?
Can you get away with any?
No, I think there's like apps and stuff you got to use nowadays.
Hold on. No. Any experts, any meter experts.
Can we do this?
Any meter masters. Can you do this? Yes or no? Let me know in the comments down below.
What if you know what? We'll go downtown, we'll park somewhere, we'll try it.
We'll try it?
I'll put a bag over the meter, we'll go and have a good time, we'll come back and see if there's a ticket or not.
We'll see what happens, guys.
For the sake of science, I think it's worth the hefty price.
I do agree with that. Before we go to the next film, though, there is one more thing I want to mention before ending this segment. It's just that it's kind of like watching Lethal Weapon. It also reminds me of Rush Hour in a sense. You have like two people who are kind of opposites, but they get along very well. And it made me like when I watch Lethal Weapon, I think about Rush Hour, and it just makes me think, man, I miss buddy cop films. What happened to buddy cop films? Like, why have they all died out? There were so many great ones with cool dynamics of two guys that are kind of like opposites, yet similar in their own ways, getting along and whatnot. Like, I really liked that genre, and it's gone now. It doesn't exist no more.
I think you're actually...
I'm wondering, is it because like people don't like cops anymore, and they're like, we shouldn't make cop movies. Nobody likes them anymore. Why would we make films based on them?
I don't know. Maybe it's because there's too many. Because like I think of it in my head, like we had The Other Guys. That's a buddy cop film. There's even 21 Jump Street, which was like that movie is just
21 Jump Street was a good one. You know, you make a good
21 Jump Street and 20. I think they are around. I think it's just now in the 2020s. I think we haven't been hitting with them, but we have had them. I think 21 and 22 Jump Street. Those movies are damn good.
Those movies are damn good. But I guess it's just like I don't know. I kind of miss them. I can miss them kind of thing. You know. I don't know. I kind of wish there was a bit more.
I think nowadays it's more so possibly that this kind of like chemistry of this kind of like style is more for TV. I think a lot of this.
Really? I don't think there's any buddy cop TV shows. Are there?
I'm pretty sure there have that kind of element of buddy cop stuff.
I don't know. The thing is, like, I don't watch TV, so I don't have a valid opinion, nor can I even like say anything about it, because I find TV hard to get into these days.
No, but I agree with you. I think it's a kind of like genre they should bring back.
You know what the thing is? We have too many superhero movies. We have too many horror movies that are just dog shit. You know, and it's just like, why don't we just go back and bring back things that worked?
Yeah, like I think the buddy cop, like the dynamic.
Buddy cop duo was always fun. Yeah, you know,
if it's good, like man, but if they don't nail it properly, it's like
It's true. If they don't,
it's like you just gotta have fun with it, man, and like really work on your characters. Have fun and make sure the characters are meaningful and interesting. I think that's the two important things. And unique characters have good chemistry. They have to be able to really work around with each other.
Yeah.
Because again, that's why Lethal Weapon's successful. They have that chemistry, there's no point where it's like
like Lethal Weapon, Rush Hour, even like what you said previously as well. 21 Jump Street and 22 Jump Street. Yeah, 100%.
Dude, like hot take: Jonah Hill and Channing Tatum. amazing chemistry. Those two guys work together
so
well.
I'm not a big fan of Jonah Hill either, but he's actually
fantastic.
He's really good in those movies.
They're
he
fantastic.
Actually is very good in those films,
dude.
So that says a lot, you know.
Yeah, because I know you don't like Jonah Hill much.
Not a big fan, but you know, here's the thing. I'm not a big fan, but he has had good movies, and I can admit that, and I respect him for that. That's it. Just for the most part, I'm not a big fan. I think that's gonna be it, though. I think that we're just gonna cut it off there and move on to American Wedding. I've got nothing left for Lethal Weapon 3. Do you want to say any more about it?
Hey, I already said better than 2. I'm good.
Better than 2, baby. Better than 2.
Better than 2.
All right. So
here's another one that I think is better than 2.
Ooh, American Wedding is better than American Pie 2.
It is so significantly better than American Pie 2 that it's insane.
You know what? Yes, I agree. Yes.
American Wedding basically takes the best parts of this franchise
and puts them to the forefront.
Yeah.
Because in the other American Pie 1, you got like the whole cast, and they pretty much tried to give them each a bit of screen time. Then in American Pie 2, they just take Kev, then they take Oz, put them in the back burner, let them simmer or whatnot. We'll see what happens. And then all of a sudden, in American Wedding, they're like, hold up. Oz isn't on the stove no more. Where did he go?
He's gone.
He's long gone. The only thing that was weird is that they never brought it up and they never touched it.
They
could have suddenly just like...
They could have just said maybe him and his girlfriend, maybe they went to Europe or something together.
Right?
Anything. But like just the fact that it was never really... Maybe I missed it. Like I'm going to say maybe... Oh, Evan, you okay, Bubble? It's okay.
It's all right, buddy. Don't worry about it.
It's okay,
but yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, I don't think it was ever mentioned. If anyone in the comments knows, or maybe if we missed it or whatnot, do let us know. I'm genuinely curious. Was it ever mentioned, or did they just ignored it?
Let us know why was he not in it.
Was there a valid reason as to why he wasn't in it?
Yeah, because
he's all right. He's gonna fight it out, man. Don't worry about it.
He's a tough little man.
Big man, big little guy. Even in this one, Kev as well wasn't really there, but he was really funny. He had a lot of funny moments and stuff, like when he was tied to the chair and whatnot.
Oh my god, that whole sequence!
That whole sequence was really good, and I thought he was really funny in that. And can't I just watch? That line was so goddamn funny.
It was so good.
Really good. But even Kev was kind of, again, he was in the back burner again. Didn't really get... I feel like you didn't really get to hear much about Kev or what's going on in his life, really.
You know he has a girlfriend, though.
Yeah.
That was the only thing that they dropped.
That's it, kind of. I don't think you ever meet her, and it's just like... It is what it is, kind of.
Well, I think the biggest thing is for this film, like
it's more so Jim. It's his wedding, and also like Stifler gets like, wow, Stifler is so important in this.
They move Stifler to the forefront.
Yeah,
Stifler,
and it's again, what a smart thing to do. All right, because honestly, Jimbo and Stifler are the two best characters in the entire.
Not even that, but I also think Michelle. She's great too.
Michelle's great, but she wasn't in it that much though.
Yeah, she was.
Not a lot. Which was weird.
Decent amount, yes.
She was. Not a lot.
Dude, she's literally marrying Big Jimbo. She was in it quite a lot.
Okay, but she was like doing her own thing with her family for the most part, but a lot of it was just Jim and Stifler more than anything else.
I think it was kind of like I think the reason why they did this, because I think it's like the most like gigabrain activated, just let you know. Because they're focusing on this whole thing of a wedding, they're showing you someone who's moving on with their life, Jim, and someone who's set back in their life, like Stifler. He's just a normal bus driver kind of guy. He's a coach for a high school team. Like it feels like he never got out of school. You know,
he pretty much peaked in high school and he hasn't gotten anywhere else
Bingo.
Other than there. And that's why he's still stuck there, kind of.
Not exactly, and that's why they show the two contrasts of their characters,
the dynamics. Not even that, but you also see the growth of Jim. You know, marrying Michelle and whatnot, but you see the growth of Stifler.
You see Stifler kind of mature and realize,
almost like Stifler matures and kind of like becomes more grounded, which is already kind of like hard to believe that is possible.
Well,
but they did it in a good way.
It's to understand, if you actually want to be like likable, you want to be a part of people's lives, you have to put an effort and do for them as well.
You can't just be an asshole and get away with it all the time.
Yeah, you can't just be present and do whatever you want and think, oh, that's how I'm there. No. Yeah. But like as you saw, like the biggest thing, Stifler helped Jim throughout every scenario of
he actually did. He taught him how to dance.
Yeah.
He even held on to the ring, though he found a way to do it. He wasn't properly chosen as the ring bearer. But at the same time, like
Stifler is Frodo.
No, Jim is Frodo and Stifler's pretty much Samwise Gamgee.
Oh shit, you're right.
Yeah. Think about it like that, man. Stifler literally carried Jim to his wedding.
Oh, dude, he also has the dance-off at the gay bar to get the dress.
They get the dress that Jim could never get if he didn't have Stifler's sick dance moves right there with him.
Bro, his dance moves were so funny. That sequence was like...
What he's like hitting them with the blast off, man.
Yeah, you go boom.
Yeah,
it's the shake the dice, baby, shake the dice.
Hit him with the snake eyes real quick.
Yeah.
But bro, I think that was probably my favorite scene in this entire film.
Dude, it was like a fever dream. As soon as the music hit and he started like moving around,
He
like no way
bro.
in hell, no way in hell is Stiffmeister doing this shit. And I love his ego. He's like of course gay guys want me.
Right?
That confidence. It's like, I'm not gay, but I know they want me.
Right? And I like how he wanted to prove a point.
Yeah.
Where he asked the guy he danced off with, he ended up giving him his number. And he's like, told you they wanted me. Shit was great. I just like Stiff. Oh my god. One scene that I really liked in this movie that was just so stupid. I like how they were going to go and get the dress and they're going to the store. And, what's his name? Finch was just like, oh, I'm going to go, they need someone who's well dressed, elegant, and something else. And Stiff was like, so gay? Just like, bro, Stifler is so 90s.
But it's not even just that, but it's the fact that they call back to it, and he's in the gay bar. He's like, oh, I'm sophisticated.
Yeah,
I'm cultured.
I'm elegant.
Yeah. Because in his mind, that's all gay stuff. It's so funny.
To be sophisticated, cultured, and elegant is gay. It's just like, dude. Bro, it's just like, but the thing is, like, Stifler is like, again, it's a really 90s.
Oh, God, yeah.
Like, Stifler's brain is stuck in the 90s, and it's never leaving kind of thing.
No.
Oh, my God.
It's a product of the time, man. You had to be there. You had to be there.
You had to be there to understand. Oh, my God. Now, I just thought of another scene.
What?
My favorite thing when he's just like, when he gets, the very beginning when Stifler's introduced in this film, and he comes off the bus. And what did he say?
Polish my nuts
and serve me a milkshake. Bro, what a line, dude. What a line. I need to know
Dude, he even did the It's On like Donkey Kong?
Yeah, he even did
Rock
that.
out with my cock out?
Right? But I have to know, was this all scripted or was some of this ad-libbed? I can't believe part of it. I have a hard time believing if all of this was scripted. I feel like some of it was just on the fly and they just let it roll.
They probably did a lot of takes and then probably said, hey man, just say something stupid or funny.
Oh yeah?
They probably dude, I could see them do a couple of takes.
Just get off the bus and say something stupid.
Yeah, they're probably dude, just try out some different things, man. So who knows? Maybe it was scripted, or maybe they just said, dude, roll with it.
You also mentioned this when we did the movie and when we did the outro for the American Wedding. You also mentioned that Stifler felt more like a cartoon character in this one.
They dialed the Stiffmeister to
They
11.
dialed him up to 11.
He's at 11. Dude, this whole movie is just like his facial expressions and movements of his face. He always has this look on his face like he smells shit. It's so funny. I don't know why.
He also adopted this little laugh. He's like, or something like that all the time. Bro, but he's like in 1 and 2, he was never he was a bit weird, but he was never this full blown about it.
Dude, he was insane as shit.
They really, honestly, Sean William Scott just dialed it up to a fat 12-man, just called it a day. Holy shit.
Yeah, and that's what makes American Wedding, I got to be honest, better than 2 and everything, is that they went ahead and they took the key components of what made the American Pie films great, which is, honestly, Jim. Jim is fantastic. His natural awkwardness, his weirdness, and the kind of shit that he gets into is just hilarious. And how it's just...
Oh, my God.
It's so good. And then, Stifler. They focused on 2 of them the most. And honestly, they are literally the best parts of these films. Yeah. The 2 of them. And it made sense.
I wonder what they do in the 4th film. I wonder, what route do they take with the
4th film? Reunion.
Yeah, I know it's Reunion. I know it's called American Reunion. But I'm wondering, what route do they take? Do they just do the same thing again? They're like, all right, Jimbo and Stifler, here you go.
Well, we could actually watch it this Wednesday. We need a movie this Wednesday. We could finish this off. Do the 4.
Oh, we could do that, actually. That might not be a bad idea, because I'm generally interested in where they take it.
Yeah, again, I love the characters. I genuinely adore them. They're really great, and I would like to see where it goes and see how it ends. We're already on 3, men. We're already on 3. We can't.
Just since we're on the topic of sequels, since this is all sequels, pretty much.
Yeah.
this whole week was full of sequels. What we're trying to do is that whenever we watch a film and it has a sequel, we're trying to get to the sequel much sooner compared to what we previously have done. Because I think like a really good example of this is when we did Jason Bourne, for example.
We waited too long to do the third.
We did 1 and then 2 pretty soon after, but the third one came out like months later.
It was bad.
And it's kind of like, no one, like, honestly,
it's not fair to you guys.
Honestly, genuinely, like, the thing is that would really put things in perspective. We saw some people, there's a lot of people who are always like, oh, when are you going to do it? When are you going to do it? When are you going to do it? And I kind of like put myself in your shoes, and it's just like, it must get annoying. You want to see, it's kind of like when you read a book and you finish it and you're like, ooh, what happens next?
Oh, so any fan of Game of Thrones? And you gotta wait like a decade till this bad boy's done. Yeah.
True. But yeah, it's something similar like that. You like the reaction of the first one. You're like, ooh, I can't wait for the second one. When does it come out? And just to kind of like blue ball you guys for months on end until it comes out, and you probably don't even care about it anymore. You're just like, oh, wow, these assholes finally did it, huh?
Yeah. So, and we're also trying to do weeks where we just do trilogies.
Yeah, we actually have one coming up. Yep. It's just a full...
It's actually coming up this next week.
It's coming up this next week, and it's just a trilogy. Trilogy of films. All right, guys? If any of you guys can guess it, in the comments down below, if you're able to guess what trilogy it is, I have nothing to give you. I have no reward.
I love you.
I love you. Love you very much.
Was that alien language?
I feel like... because here's the thing, all right? So... I've come to terms that I stutter sometimes. And if I'm going to stutter, I'd rather sound like an alien. So if I know a stutter's coming up, man, I just go full on alien instead. I feel like it's I don't want to be like all the other guys that stutter, I want to be a little bit different, Why should I go... That's all, folks, I'd rather not do that. I'd rather just be like... kind of like that,
All right, I dig it.
I feel like it's a safer way to stutter.
All right, so should we get back to American Wedding?
Yeah, sure. Reel us back in.
Oh, that's a big one.
All right, thanks, Chris.
No problem.
And we are back.
Yeah. Like I said, I what makes the third one better is that they just dropped the other characters that weren't really serving much of a purpose. Like, I like, don't get me wrong, Oz and Kev, they're fine, but like, they had no growth at all. They felt very like stagnant in their character arcs. They're really, even Finch, I feel like was actually really good. Oh my god, Finch and Stifler fighting for Michelle's sister.
Yeah.
Oh, when they try to do opposites.
Yeah.
That was honestly so clever.
Actually, I'm gonna be honest with you.
That was clever.
Stifler trying to be a nice guy or a good guy was genuinely frightening. Like, I thought Stifler as an asshole was an asshole. I feel like nice Stifler is more of an asshole than him as an asshole. Does that make sense at all? I feel like Stifler as a true asshole, Stifler as himself is someone I would like to hang out with, and I would be okay with it. But Stifler as the nice guy, I would not hang out with him. I would want nothing to do with him, and I would wish the worst to him. I can't handle that.
Yeah, and I like how he's wearing the little sweater around him and everything.
Oh my god, dude, you look like a loser, dude. It ties a little sweater around. Okay, guys, I gotta know, like, any of you assholes actually do this? Like, I need to know, like, why... For people who do it, why do you do that?
I don't think anyone does it nowadays.
I hope not! I'm sorry, but you look stupid.
I don't think I've seen anyone wear that in, like,
if you're gonna put on a sweater, wear it like a normal human being. Don't wrap it around your... No, like, come on. Oh...
YouTube's gonna pause real quick. Wait a minute, what are you doing there?
Yeah, we're like a normal human being.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ah! Come up from behind and just like dragging me. Ah! Yeah! So yeah, guys, don't wear your sweaters like assholes, all right? If you're ever in a fight, man, you're gonna be taken down like really easily, all right? They don't even have to grab your hair; they're gonna grab your sweater. Oh, my sweater! And you're gone, just like that.
Yeah.
Boom.
And you don't want to get your ass kicked because of a sweater. That's pathetic.
I feel like you deserve it.
When your sweater is your downfall in a fight.
Not even that, but he wears like the sweater, and he also has like a very like bright colors, like super bright colors. Like I could see him across the room, and I don't really want to see him.
Yeah,
kind of thing. I don't really like that. No, I don't like that. And plus, like the over politeness is kind of scary. I feel like people who are like over polite, and over and over.
I liked how he was doing it, but then he was like acting like
Oh, I love it. It's like behind her mom. that was funny, man. I like that. Yeah, he's just like he acts like his ass some stuff. He even ate shit. Stifler literally ate shit, man. All right, he is a true ring bearer. He's willing to eat shit for his Frodo. All right, I'll tell you one thing. I guarantee you, Sam never ate shit. Sam never ate shit. Only a lot of lembas bread, but never shit. So Stifler has that up on him.
What if lembas bread tastes like shit?
I don't think lembas bread would taste like shit. I think lembas bread would be very dry, personally, with how long they have it. You know, it's wrapped in a goddamn leaf, dude. It's wrapped in a leaf. All right, it's 100% dry. I feel like lembas bread is probably like a glorified cracker.
That's what I was gonna say too.
It's like an unsalted, glorified, thick cracker. That's what it is.
That's a big cracker.
It's a big one, you know? But that's what it is. So it's dry as shit. I feel like if you're eating lembas bread and you don't have water, you're potentially dead. Can you imagine you're at like Mount Doom eating lembas bread with no water? You're dead. You're gonna dehydrate and die on the mountain because you ate lembas bread like an idiot without water. Bro, I don't know, man. That's a topic for another day, man. Why? Stop derailing me, you asshole.
I didn't do it. You did it.
You brought up lembas bread.
You brought up lembas bread.
You said it would probably be dry. Yeah, this guy, guys. I'm telling you guys, you can't trust this guy, all right? You can't trust him. I'm like a train. I'm always on my steady path, and he's always screwing up my rails, man. I don't know what to tell you, dude. You're always screwing up my rails. Can you just keep my rails, pristine, clean, nice?
My bad.
Thank you.
All right, get us back on track then, Mr. Rails.
Rails is back on track, baby. We are railing away. Now I'm trying to think of things to talk about at this point.
Well, I can just talk about my whole favorite sequence, was just basically when they hire the strippers.
Oh yeah. I mentioned that in the beginning, and I forgot about it. Yeah.
And just that the whole thing of them trying to avoid being seen, and then when it's like they can't help it, they just play it off in such a weird way.
And somehow they made it work. Like they got away with it in just such a crazy way. And
I like that Michelle's her father liked getting beaten.
Oh, when he was like
on the ass, he's like, ooh.
Yeah, he was like, ooh, I like that. Or even like when the one was cleaning him a little bit, dusting him off. I was just like, hey, yo, man, buddy, calm down, dude. Your wife's right next to you, dude. Take it easy.
Hey, she's getting some ideas.
You're welcome. You're welcome, buddy. Yeah, the whole segment was really funny.
Especially when they had the guy that he danced off in the gay bar, and he had like the assless chaps, and he was like trying his best to like always keep facing everybody.
That was really funny, man.
Dude, I don't know. I love this movie. It was really funny.
American Wedding is a good movie. Not only is it funny, but it also gives Stifler a redemption arc, which is very interesting to see. And
he bangs Jim's grandma.
Oh, yeah, he did do that.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, I forgot about Jim's grandma. Oh, yeah.
Let me tell you what, Stifler didn't forget.
I mean, no, he didn't, man. He was like, well, I'm not even going to go into that, but yeah.
Again, he took one for the team, and he made the wedding great.
Grandma was happy. He saved the wedding there. Oh, my God. Yeah,
Stifler is literally the MVP of the wedding.
He is.
Yep. In some weird way, he saves
Was Stifler
everything.
the best man? Or not?
In our hearts.
He is the best man in our hearts.
100%. Stifler is the best man in comparison at all.
I've got nothing else to say about American Wedding at all.
We deviated a lot, man.
We deviated a lot, guys. I'm not sorry. It's one of those days. What can I say? You know what I mean? I've got a lot going on in the brain, a lot of things thinking, a lot of things cooking. You wouldn't understand. My brain works in a way that you couldn't understand ever in your life.
Really?
Nope. So we're going to talk about, we're going to move on from American Wedding. Great film. We loved it. You guys know all that spiel. Nice. We're going to move on to Harold and Kumar Escape from Guantanamo Bay. This is one of the funniest films we've watched on the channel, in my personal opinion.
Dude, I have to just say it. Like, I think my favorite scene off the bat, when I think about it, is when they're join the Ku Klux Klan, and they take the hoods off of them, like, they're Mexicans!
Not even that, but the leader, the red one, the red what's the red guy? What's a red guy in these things?
I don't know.
I'm not knowledgeable about these guys, all right?
No.
Thankfully, all right?
Thankfully.
Thankfully I'm not. But what's the red guys called? Because they're all dressed in white, and then you have one red guy? Why is he red and the other ones are all white?
I don't know, man.
I don't understand.
I thought we were supposed to hate everything but white. Like, I don't understand. Why is
That's
that
the
red?
thing. So why is this guy dressed in white there? Red there? I don't get it. It's bizarre. So the red guy lights himself ablaze essentially, and he click-clacked himself in some way. I thought that was really funny. That was pretty funny in itself.
And I also like the scene where the old white woman looks at Kumar on the plane.
Oh my god!
And it's kind of like,
and they just show him as a stereotypical Kumar kind of thing,
stereotypical terrorist.
Yeah, yeah. That opening segment, by the way, is so funny. The fact that they're about to go on vacation just to go and see Harold's girl, and they end up just because he couldn't just not smoke weed on an airplane, which I guarantee you a lot of you guys smoke weed out there. Trust me, I know. After watching Pineapple Express, there's a lot of you guys out there, right? A lot of you guys are very vocal about doing it too, all right? But like the fact that you guys could wait a whole plane trip before smoking weed, right? Or would you be like, I don't know, could you just do it before you get on the plane? Is that possible? Did they check for that or anything? Like, could you just do it before you got on the plane? Why do you have to like he literally made his own bong out in an airplane as it's flying just to smoke some. Dude, that's wild. And the thing is, it was even funny because even when he was like, no, it's just a bong.
Everyone starts screaming.
Yeah, because it's too close to bong. Dude, I'm telling you.
It's a good joke. It's such a good joke. That's the thing.
It's such a well-written joke.
Yeah.
I think this film's better than the first. I laughed so much harder in this.
You know what? Maybe I could agree with you.
So much harder. Not even that, but I really liked the cop that was trying to catch them the whole time.
Oh, God.
I can't remember the cop's name, sad to say. Can you just open it up, man, so I can know his name?
Sorry.
Yeah, I want to be.
It was Ron Fox.
Ron Fox. Wow, that's a very generic name.
That's like the whitest name possible. Just Ron Fox.
That's like the whitest kind of like CIA agent kind of name you could have gone for.
Like, it's literally 3 letters for his first and last name. That's so basic. It's a good fake name, Ron Fox.
Ron Fox.
I like it.
So yeah. Anyways, I thought like the guy who played him was so goddamn funny. I know who he is, the actor. The guy's always funny. Every film, this dude's hilarious.
Again, I love that scene where he takes the picture of the little girl and he just whips it against the wall after he's done his whole thing about America getting screwed or something.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was just so good.
It's not even his photo.
That's the best part. The woman's just standing there. This guy just took your picture of your kid and smashed it against the wall.
That was so good.
Oh my god!
The translation, bro. When they're like, when they were talking to like Harold's family, and they had like a guy there
with Ed Helm
as the Korean translator.
Yeah.
And I like how they're speaking English, and he's just like, they're speaking in a dialect that I don't fully understand. Like, that whole entire segment was so goddamn funny, man.
Yeah.
So, but that's the weird thing about this movie is that it's so funny in such a smart way. It's stupidly funny in very smart and clever ways.
Yeah.
And I think that's what makes it better than the first. The first one had some good moments, but I felt like the jokes were far more smart and well written in this one.
I felt like when they did the first one and they got away with the jokes that they did and then people loved it, they're like, yo, we could really dial down on this shit.
We could take it up a notch,
we could cook a little something bigger in this
Let's get a little silly with it.
Yeah, and they really dialed up a little bit more. But like the one part that really like holy shit is when they see the deer and it gets blasted. Just like that was crazy.
Yeah.
That actually made me go like, oh!
He gets shot right in the head.
Like it was the most unexpected shit ever.
Yeah, but then they go into the the trailer of the
Cyclops
of the Goonie monster.
Yeah,
that lives underneath because they're like inbred. The inbred Goonie monster.
Yep, the inbred Goonie monster.
That was really funny. That was super funny. Not even that, but even like NPH, Neil Patrick Harris, so goddamn funny in this.
Dude, I love it when he was getting interrogated.
Oh, it was like at the stop there with the police and whatnot.
Yeah.
And he gets stopped because he's on like, and he's like on a shitload of shrooms. Dude.
Oh,
my guy's like I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like that many shrooms could literally kill somebody. I feel like you could not function as a human being. You would drop dead with that many shrooms. He ate a whole bag almost.
Let alone dropping dead. I'm sure you could get into a pretty bad accident.
Like,
behind the wheel of a vehicle.
How do you know where you're going? At that point, how are you even able to function?
And I love how he saw himself on the unicorn riding off into like some kind of land of fantasy.
Some kind of like new dimension of sorts like that. And I like before he ends, it's like, I love you. And the guy looks at him, I love you too. That shit was really good.
He gets shot and killed.
Whoa, they literally just killed off Neil Patrick Harris. Like, why did you kill him? And I like how Harold and Kumar, they're at the
brothel.
There you go. I was gonna say the other way. That one might be frowned upon. But yes, they're at the brothel, and I like how they're just both crying. They're literally just crying about the ones that got away kind of thing.
Well, that's what I liked about this one, because the first one was all about Harold, like, kind of like building that confidence to like.
And this one was more about Kumar.
And this was about Kumar to kind of like build that confidence in himself and being like, you know what, like, you know, I want another chance, you know. And I really like that it was more of his arc this time around.
No, you're right.
And then we do get, because then after we get closure at the end for Harold.
Yeah.
Because, like, Harold's story was already told. And, like, and I think that was just smart to just continue off from Kumar's point of view. It's like, oh, the one that got away.
Yeah.
No, this girl I was really into, oh, now she's dating this guy who's kind of an asshole and he's a loser and he's boring.
Yeah.
Right?
He's a little, he's like, he seems like a good guy, but he's not. He's
yeah,
kind of
government worker, loser.
True.
Guaranteed genuine loser.
True.
Some of the biggest losers in this world work for the government.
True.
It's just a fact of reality.
True. True move.
I don't make the rules, I just enforce them.
Is it?
Yeah. But, and I kind of like that, you know. Oh, Jesus Christ, I just thought of it. When he had the three-way with the bag of weed.
Oh my God! Yeah, wait, you're right.
I love that they brought that back.
Yeah,
so
I
good.
completely forgot about that, but you're right. Yeah, they brought back his beloved bag of weed.
Yeah, I was just thinking about him and her, and I was like, there was something else. And
There
I was
was
like,
someone.
oh.
There was someone else in the picture at that very moment.
There's always someone else in his heart.
Yeah, the bag of weed, man. That's truly the one that got away.
And not only that, because like as you saw when she was trying to like the girl was into, what was her name, Vanessa? I think it was Vanessa.
So like that, yeah. Let's go with that.
And she was like trying to like smoke weed because she was nervous before her wedding, and the boyfriend came in and like, oh, blah 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 blah. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Like, if you guys can't even come to an agreement on that kind of topic, like a genuine permanent agreement, like yes or no, or a compromise, your relationship is probably failing. I'm gonna be honest.
Here's the thing. If you're someone who actually if you're someone who likes to smoke weed, why would you be with someone who's 100% against it and not a fan of it?
Like, I don't understand that.
I generally don't understand that. You might as well just like, that's already seems like friction that is gonna like come into the relationship later on.
You're like,
you know, you got to find someone who's more than anything who's willing to accept that you like to do it, but you can't be with someone who's 100% against it.
Yeah,
that you just can't. That's weird.
And even the opposite, if you're 100% against it and you're with someone who's for it, like again, like, you know,
why are you doing that to yourself?
It's just like it's something as small as that is. It's basically, it's a deal breaker.
Well, not even that, but it's kind of like the bump in the road that's inevitably going to happen.
It's going to happen.
So
it's going to come.
You know it's there. You're willingly putting yourself in a position.
Once you get past that honeymoon phase and you get to the real meat and potatoes, my man, it's going to hit you.
It's literally a future problem waiting to happen, and you willingly got into this knowing the future problem will happen at some point.
Yeah, because I think at the end of the day, like as you see from this film, you really can't change people. Harold and Kumar are who they are. Yes, you could build a little bit more confidence, but at their core, they are who they are as people. And I think that's something that it showed, even with Vanessa. She is who she is, and she really didn't fit with this new dickhead guy at all.
No, he just seemed like a good guy.
And he seemed like he was more in love with George Bush than anything else.
I mean, can you blame him? In this movie, they made George Bush cool.
I actually love that so much.
They made him stupid, but they made him like cool. They actually made George Bush a cool person.
Stupid and cool.
Stupid and cool. You know, to the point I guarantee people watch this movie and they're like, "That's my president." You know, I guarantee there's a lot of stupid people out there who are just like, "Is George Bush actually like that?
Is he actually cool as shit?"
Yeah, right. Like, whoa, man, that's kind of neat. Yeah, the fact that what they did with George Bush was really good. The guy who they got to impersonate him was really. He had it, man. He had like the mannerisms and whatnot.
It was funny.
Yeah, he had it. It was very good.
And I think we even forgot. We kind of like our brains kind of skimmed right through it. But like even the concept of the film, I like how the title is like Escape from Guantanamo Bay. They were not in Guantanamo Bay for long.
They were literally there for like what, 10 minutes maybe.
It was, and that's what I like about it. It's the title of the film. It gives away a segment of the film, but like that's not what this movie's about. Because the last one is different. Our goal was White Castle. In this one, instead, we start at where the title is. Oh. And that's what I think is interesting.
It's very vague.
Yeah, it's more vague. We don't have any like goal in mind. It's just like we've already escaped from Guantanamo Bay, and then it leaves the rest of the film to your imagination. Like, what's going to happen next? Yeah. And I think that's actually smart. We got our goal, and now we're on a journey of just imaginations. Anything can happen.
It's open-ended. Anything can happen.
And I think that's what really helps the film. It leads you have no direction. You don't know where this is going.
I don't really think that, but you're right. And speaking of Guantanamo Bay, man, are cock meat sandwiches real? I need to ask.
Has anyone been to Guantanamo Bay?
Have any of you guys been to Guantanamo Bay for just a little bit?
Dude, I love how even George Bush said, hey, cock meat sandwich. Oh my god.
That was funny, man.
Like, it's just like the big joke. Everyone knows it happens.
Everyone knows it's there, man.
Oh my god, and Big Bob. Oh.
Yeah, Big Bob walks in.
Oh my god.
But hey, they got away, man. The terrorists saved them. The real terrorists saved them. You know. The terrorists.
Were they actually heroes in disguise?
For them, yeah. I mean, if terrorists did that for me, man, I mean, they're still assholes, but they technically saved my life and saved my well-being. You know, I don't have to be defiled by a cocked meat sandwich anymore.
No.
So.
Absolutely terrifying, by the way.
What? Terrorists or cocked meat sandwiches?
Honestly, I think they're on par with each other.
Oh, they're on the same level.
I don't know which one's more frightening. I gotta be honest. If I'm in a dark alleyway and I'm met by one and the other, I don't know. That's a horrible situation.
I think I put up a better fight against a terrorist than a cocked bean sandwich.
I think so too.
I feel like what if the guy's like really like packing, man? It's kind of like a club. What are you gonna do, man? It's dark. You don't know where you're going, man. He's gonna hit you on the top of the head with it. Just boom, and you're gone. Like, what are you gonna do? That's a losing battle right there. And I'm not gonna fight him, man. He's like whipping this thing around like a flail, dude. I'm not gonna go near him. I'd rather take my hands against a terrorist.
He just clubs you with him and his dog. Bang!
Yeah, man.
Boom!
What if he's like wielding some kind of boogie nights shit there, man? Right? He's got some boogie nights thing just packing there, man. I can't fight him, dude.
Hey, yo!
I've got fists. My man's got dick. Man, I ain't fighting that, man. That's scary, right? That's terrifying. A man who's willing to fight you with his dick is like a man you don't want to fight. So I'd rather go with the terrorist. I probably will end up perishing, but I feel like I would be more satisfied in that kind of perish compared to the other. You know?
I think if
I'm willing to fight this man. The other guy, not so much. I'm scared of him.
You know what?
You know?
You know what? I agree. I think if I fought a terrorist, at least my demise would be quick.
Yeah, right? Just like, click, clack, boom, I'm gone.
Yeah.
Oh, the other guy, man.
Yeah, okay.
The other guy, man, he's got a cocked
No, I don't know.
Bro. And he, like, bro.
I don't want to talk about no clubs and sandwiches anymore, okay? We're done.
Club
sandwiches? Club sandwich. Shit! Shit! Club sandwich!
He club sandwiches you, pow! Right on top of the head, man.
That's why they call it that.
Yeah, that's it, man.
Wow, man, history's wild.
You know what, man? What can I say, guys? My brain works in mysterious ways.
I'm sorry.
What?
I think I laughed so hard.
No, I'm gonna ask you guys. I was gonna ask.
I think I pulled a muscle.
I wasn't
in my
gonna ask
jaw.
the question, but I have to know, guys. Let me know in the comments down below. Which one would you rather fight? And I want you to give me a reasoning as to why you chose that.
Please,
right? Please
tell us why.
I need to know. I can't be the only one who thinks of these things. I would feel more concerned of myself. So I need you guys to chime in and help me out here so I don't seem kind of weird.
Please enable our questionable thoughts.
Yeah, enable my stupidity, please. Thank you very much. I'm trying to think of more about this film that I really liked. There was another scene that I liked. I liked when Mr. Ron Fox was like jamming out to Danger Zone while they were in the plane or the helicopter at the end there. That was pretty funny. That was pretty good. I liked that a lot. I felt like that's something I would have done.
No, yeah.
I feel like that's one of my dreams. One of my dreams. I need
just to be on a plane listening to Danger Zone.
Yes. Whenever we get the chance to travel, whatever plane ride we take, I'm listening to Danger Zone the entire time, and I'm gonna be like the whole time.
Is that turbulence? What the hell's happening?
Yeah, it's like turbulence. Can I like bring VR and can I play like Top Gun VR while I'm flying?
Ooh.
Wouldn't that be cool? You bring your laptop, a little VR headset, and you just play Top Gun VR, listening to Danger Zone as you're flying. Wouldn't that be kind of cool?
All right. I dig it. Okay.
I don't know. It's just like a personal dream of mine.
One day we'll travel.
Danger Zone.
You okay?
Travel to Danger Zone, guys. That was kind of cool. I'm trying to think more parts of this film that I really liked. I feel like there's some things that I am missing. That's the problem.
Yeah, to be fair, guys, we usually film this a lot earlier, but with Adwin's asthma attack, it was very hard to film this at our usual schedule, so we're off by a couple days.
Yeah, that's the problem. So it's not.
So our memory on the film's a little hazy.
It's not as fresh in our heads as it usually should be. We've had a lot of.
I'll be fair, we've done a lot better than I thought we would.
Oh, 100%. We thought we were going to crash and burn in this one, and we've been doing pretty well, you know, especially since it's the holidays and stuff like that, so we've been a little distracted and whatnot. Overall, we did pretty good. You know what,
we can
guys,
just call it and move to questions.
I feel like I ended it pretty well with, what would you rather fight? in a dark alleyway and flying to the danger zone. I feel like that's a good way to end it. Yeah. I don't really want to talk about this film anymore.
Because we already mentioned we thought it was funnier. It's a great film, and we should leave it at that.
No, generally, a sequel that's better than the first, and it's very rare.
We're very fortunate that we've gotten 3 movies that I felt the exact same thing.
Yeah, very good. We're gonna move on to the question segment, guys. We have a few questions here.
We got some questions.
We may have some quick ones, and we might have some bangers that take us a little bit of time to get through. So we're gonna go and answer these real quick.
Yeah. All right, which one you want to do first? You want to do it in order?
Yes, do it in order, man.
All right.
I selected these questions, by the way.
I gave Curtis the job today. Okay?
I did it.
We got Robert Barron 283 again. I know you, Robert.
A lot of recurring people show up in the questions because literally not a lot of you guys are asking questions. All right, these guys always ask questions, so they're gonna get showcased. All right.
Yeah. Thank you for enabling our questions.
All right, go on.
All right. If both of you each had to choose only one film by your favorite actor or actress to enjoy on your individual desert island, what would they be? All right, Fellowship of the Ring. I'm done.
Only one movie.
Yeah.
My favorite actor.
Oh, favorite actor though. I don't think I have like one actor that's my favorite though.
No, you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you, Robert. With as many movies as we have watched, I feel like it's harder to choose a favorite actor at this point. Before, I could give you a solid answer. Right now, I really can't. We've just seen so many movies.
You know what? If I have to pick favorite actor, like if I think of an actor, the first one that came to my head when I think of a favorite, Lawrence Fishburne, Event Horizon.
Tom Hanks, Forrest Gump.
Yeah, Forrest Gump's good.
That's it. That's the first one. I like Tom Hanks as an actor. I think he's really good, and Forrest Gump is a phenomenal film. But if it was just like, if I had to choose like just a favorite film, I would choose Lord of the Rings.
Yep.
But at the same time, I feel like I'm gonna be there for a while, and I'm gonna need something that's gonna make me laugh, and I'm probably gonna choose Mac and Me.
Mac and Me.
I'm just gonna watch Mac and Me on repeat until I lose my mind.
Oh god.
I think that's it. Mac and Me.
Mac and Me.
There's the answer. Mac and Me.
Yeah, genuine answer.
Yep.
Mac and Me.
Thank you, Robert.
Thank you, Robert. We're moving on to another question, coming from Cardi Jefferson 1427.
Our guy again. Our guy again, man.
He's got the best questions. Honestly, I've loved every question you've given us, dude. Like for real, man. Nothing but respect and love to you. All right. Who's more charismatic in an action movie? Bruce Willis, a.k.a. John McClane, Die Hard, or Kurt Russell, Jack Burton in Big Trouble Little China? If you're telling me those two specific movies, I would probably lean for more of Bruce Willis.
Yeah, so if we're comparing the both Bruce Willis, if we're comparing them as those actors in those roles, John McClane's better than Jack Burton. My personal opinion. I think John McClane
just had more fun.
Yeah, he's a very funny guy. He's an asshole kind of thing.
Yeah, because like John McClane is in a serious situation, but he's having fun with it. But like Jack Burton is not in a serious situation. We don't know what the hell's going on,
and he's trying to make the best of it.
Yeah, and he's really trying his best.
Yeah,
so I don't know, but if you told me overall as an actor in their films, I'd probably choose Kurt Russell.
Yeah, overall as an actor in general, I like Kurt Russell a lot more. But John McClane is far better than Jack Burton by a long shot. It's not even close.
100% agree.
Yeah.
But honestly, cool question.
Very good question. Very interesting question. Yeah. Thank you, Cardi Jefferson.
Thank you. We're going to go on to the next one. This comes from Jesse B35222. I think I put too many twos in there. But can you guys watch Elf? No. We've already seen Will Ferrell's Elf.
We've seen Will Ferrell's Elf many times. So it'll never be on the channel because we're not losers who fake reactions.
No.
That's just how it is. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, Elf has already been seen. Great film, by the way. Like, that's a solid recommendation. It's awesome.
Very good film.
But, sorry, but we've seen it.
Yeah.
Next. All right.
We have Aaron Henley, 4741.
Just one question. You guys love action movies. How have you never seen Die Hard before? Well, I'm going to let you into a little secret, Aaron.
We've answered this many times.
A lot of people ask us why we haven't seen a lot of films, and the answer is pretty simple. We grew up playing video games predominantly as entertainment. We rarely watch films and didn't give a shit. Because in the time I could be watching a movie, I could be playing a video game. I have played a lot more video games than anything. So that's the reason why there's a lot of movies that we have potentially missed, just because video games was just our go-to thing.
Yeah.
That's pretty much, like, that's it. Very simple.
And for the longest time, I'm going to be honest with you, we wanted to do Die Hard for the channel, but we couldn't remember if we saw it or not. For the longest of time. Yeah. And when we watched the film, and if you watch the intro and whatnot, we said that if we've seen the film or it feels very, like, we remember a lot of it, we would stop watching it and you would never see the light of day of this video.
We've done that, I think, only for Die Hard, and was there another movie we did that for?
There was another movie we did that for. I can't remember what it was.
I don't know what it was, but very rare that we make that risk to potentially waste our time.
Yeah, but Die Hard's was a film that we were willing to put it all on the line for, and we were very fortunate that we have not seen the film whatsoever. I only saw a GIF of Hans Gruber falling out of a building like years ago. It was a really shitty meme too of Hans Gruber just falling out of a building. That was the only thing I remember the entire movie. Overall, everything else.
Yeah, as soon as I was watching the intro of the film, like, thank God I don't know any of this shit.
Yeah, right.
I was so happy, like, oh, thank God.
Huge relief.
Yeah, but there it is: video games over films.
Yeah, that's the big. That's the question.
Yeah.
All right. The answer. Sorry.
We got another one. Alec Magic Gaming. Not really a question, this one, but we wanted to highlight this comment. It says, "Happy holidays, guys." Oh, I just skipped it because I'm an idiot. Please forgive me. Not a question, but I just want to say thanks for being awesome. You really help with my depression and low mood, so thank you. We just want to highlight a question like this, just to
not a question, but we want to highlight the comment mainly because this is the reason why we do what we do. All right. I feel like there's no greater satisfaction than knowing that we actually brighten people's days, which is surprising to us because we genuinely act like idiots on a camera. You know, we don't see ourselves as YouTubers. We see ourselves as professional clowns more than anything else.
Yeah.
So the fact that we can brighten your day or make your mood just a bit better, that's good enough for us, man. It makes us happy, and it kind of motivates us to keep going and push harder with what we do.
It essentially adds a purpose to doing what we do.
Yeah.
It
adds more value to something we already love doing. So thank you very much for that, Alec Magic Gaming.
We appreciate and we love you.
Yep.
Happy holidays.
Yep. Happy holidays to you, buddy.
All right. Next. Boom. Abby Alex 723. You guys really got into the romance of each film with this one. It was cool. Are you guys in relationships? No, I'm not. I am terminally single.
That's an interesting way to put it. I am not single. I am in a relationship with someone I love very much. Thank you very much. Wow. Yes, sir. It's true. So, sorry, ladies.
And guys.
Eh.
All right, but
next.
All right, is this our last question? It's our last question.
Yeah.
All right.
Angela Graves 865.
I'm pretty sure she's on the Patreon. I remember that name.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I got the Patreon brain. I love how you're honoring that sacred agreement you make with your pet when you invite them to live with you. I know too many people for whom pets become inconvenient when they get old and or sick. I asked because I mentioned because like even our dog here Adwin, who's having his massive asthma attack. It's the main reason why I don't travel or nothing.
Yep.
I love this dog a lot. He's a senior dog. He needs a lot of care and help, and I don't trust anyone else to do it. So it's our responsibility to take care of him.
That's it.
We even had like awesome opportunities. Like I think we actually had one to go to a movie premiere.
Yeah.
And I turned it down and said no, sorry. My boy Adwin comes first.
It's hard because if we want to travel, we want to travel together, and one of us could travel and the other one could watch him, but it just wouldn't be the same if we weren't traveling together. You know, it'd be kind of lame.
Yeah, it'd be kind of boring.
Yeah, so it's just like we have to be patient, you know, kind of thing. We could travel later in our lives. Rather take care of the little guy for now.
Yeah, so that's what the context. There you go. And her question is when you two finally get to travel somewhere, where do you want to go? Japan's always been the dream.
Japan's the first place to go, but there's many places I would love to visit.
Yeah, I'd love to go back to Italy. Italy was beautiful. Yep. We went there a couple of years ago.
Italy would be nice. I've been wanting to go to Prague.
Prague?
Yeah.
Sick.
Our parents went to Prague recently, and they took nice photos.
Oh, Austria even would be sick?
Austria would be cool, yeah. There's like some places I would genuinely love to visit.
Even Thailand would be awesome.
Thailand wouldn't be that bad.
Taiwan even.
Yeah, sure, why not? So yeah, there's many places I would like to go, but Japan comes first before anything else. That's like the big dream. Is more than anything, I want to go there more for the food than anything else. I'm a sucker for like the Japanese cuisine.
Yeah.
I genuinely enjoy it, so I would personally I would even love to go to South Korea as well.
South Korea would be sick.
South Korea would be kind of sick too.
Yeah.
So there's many places we like to visit. Japan is at the top, so that's the answer.
Yeah.
Japan is at the top of it all.
So once we are able to travel, you will see us going to places.
We'll be going places. We might even
do meetup things.
In the States and whatnot, since all of you guys are primarily in the States.
Yeah.
I genuinely want to visit Texas more than anything else, just because of barbecue.
Texas barbecue, baby.
Texas barbecue. I'm telling you guys, if you guys want me to visit your state or whatnot, you got to tell me what food you've got. If you've got like some banging food there that I need to try, I will most likely show up.
Tell us what your state's cooking and we will come.
Pretty much, yeah, that's about it.
If you cook it, they will come.
If you cook it, they will come. True.
This is a wide word. But that was the last question. That was it. So,
that was the last question. that's pretty much it. But I want to say for the people who have left us questions down below and who have listened to the entirety of the podcast, first of all, congratulations, you did it.
We love you.
Very nice. We appreciate that support. You guys are great. But there's going to be a special emoji. Wow, special emoji. I want you to put a sandwich emoji.
Oh, God!
So if you want your questions to be spotted and chosen, we'll have a higher rate of being chosen. All right, it's not like a given that it will be. You might have a shit question and your little sandwich emoji, so don't get too excited now. All right. So put your sandwich emoji, and I'll be spotting it and peeking for it and looking for it on the prowl. All right.
Yeah.
So sandwich emoji is a special emoji. Do what you must. Ask us questions in the comments. I think that's it. I really don't. Yeah, that's the Octopodd, baby. That's what it is, baby. We're out of here, man. We're gonna see you guys next time. Thanks for tuning in.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Love you all.